been a crazy ass year on YouTube, let me tell you. Uplifting my business from Twitch and literally saying I'm not streaming there anymore, goodbye, and coming over to YouTube was a bumpy start, to say the least, okay? Originally, I wanted to stay on Twitch, but man, relying just on tips, you know, it just was not a good thing. It was nearly impossible. How am I going to maintain my entire business with just tips? That means no subscriptions, no cheering, and those were all big ways that I had ongoing support on Twitch every month, and I literally was relying just on tips, and I really worked my butt off, and, you know, it sucks that they did what they did with the false takedown for me saying the N-word that I never said. That was just ludicrously unprofessional and bad, and that was, again, the straw that broke the camel's back for me. So, when I moved over here, all right, at first, a lot of people were resistant. Oh my God, people were like, I'm never coming to YouTube. I hate YouTube streaming. Everyone hates YouTube streaming. I would never use it. And it's funny because it's like pulling teeth with some people to let them understand that it's either this or nothing. Like, there's no other option. There's nowhere else that's viable for me to go. I looked into these third-party streaming websites outside of YouTube or Twitch. There's a few that exist, but none of them are really viable. Most people who go over there can't make a living doing it. They just don't have the pull at all. You know, right now, can you name a notable streamer who's streaming on a site that's not YouTube or Twitch? Maybe you could think of one, right? But there are almost none, okay? So I needed to at least go to the other major platform. And immediately, the first problem, all right, the first problem that we had here was that moderation was atrociously bad. What you guys are using right now on stream for chat is not actually a chat room, okay? Over on Twitch, they utilize a chat room client called IRC, Internet Relay Chat. It's always been like that. By the way, shout out to Jared Jackson, who just became an ultra supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. That's the highest tier, and that helps a ton. So thank you so much, Jared. I really appreciate that. Okay, so moderating on YouTube is almost impossible, and here's why. This is not a chat room. On Twitch, it's a chat room client. There's common chat room commands you can use. There's all these tools in place. On Twitch, if someone is talking, you can click on their name, and immediately their whole chat history pops up because it's a history of that chat client. And you can see everything they've ever said. You can see if they've been an ongoing troll, if they've been banned before, how many times they've been banned, or if they've been timed out. You can see all of that, okay? That's incredibly useful data for a moderator, okay? Here, there's nothing. There's literally nothing on YouTube. Even to try to even moderate in general is a nightmare. If someone's name scrolls off the screen, you can't even find the comment anymore. You can't. Sometimes you want to, I want to kick this person because they said something nasty. Well, here's your drop-down menu. I'm not even kidding. I'm going to read this to you right now. You click the drop-down menu next to someone's name. Here's what it says. Go to their YouTube channel, pin their message, report them, remove the message, put the user in timeout, hide the user on the channel, and add as a moderator. Allow me to repeat myself. Hide the user from the channel, which means ban them, and add as a moderator are literally next to each other in a drop-down menu that moves with the chat. So you're trying to moderate someone, and then you click the wrong thing because it's moving. I'm not even kidding when I tell you I probably have accidentally modded over a dozen people this year because the fucking thing is a piece of shit. I can't believe how bad it's like, what brainiac thought, let's put ban and make a moderator next to each other in a drop-down menu. I mean, yikes. So, that's just one of many, 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 many examples of how this chat room is ridiculous. This chat room is a running log of comments on a YouTube video. YouTube considers this stream right now a YouTube video. It doesn't even count it as a stream. It counts views like a YouTube video, ad revenue like a YouTube video, and runs comments like a YouTube video. There's no separation between, you know, a stream and a video on YouTube. It's all the same product, according to them. And so it's really hard to moderate properly. And for that first month that I moved my business from Twitch to YouTube, oh my God, it was bad. We immediately started finding out some really terrible things about YouTube. For example, at one point, many years ago, When you created a YouTube channel, they would ask you, well, what do you want your channel name to be? Oh, I want it to be DSP Gaming. Okay. And YouTube would assign you the website, youtube.com/DSP Gaming. And then later on, they changed it to youtube.com/users/DSP Gaming. And then at some ambiguous point in there, they decided no one would actually own any page. Instead, they were going to change your channel to a random combination of characters, letters, and numbers that you don't even know about unless you go into a page within a page within a page in your settings on YouTube. So even though DSP Gaming says DSP Gaming, that's actually not the address of it. It's really this really weird code thing, okay? But basically what happened is, when they changed it from being, oh, you're actually DSP Gaming to you are a random combination of characters, numbers, and letters, essentially now anyone on YouTube can use any name, including ones that are already taken. Meaning, anyone can copy anyone and pretend that they are them. What were they fucking thinking? Oh my fucking God. Are you stupid as shit? Yes. If you thought that was a good idea, you're stupid as shit. That is the dumbest, most lame brain idea I've ever heard. So anyone can impersonate anyone at any moment. And so what ends up happening is people make clone accounts. People make dummy accounts. People come in and say that they're me. They say that they're another chatter. They say that they're a moderator. And you can't fucking tell what's what. Because you're staring at it like, is that real? Is that fake? Now, I'm a lucky one, and here's why. Okay? I got my YouTube channel verified many years ago. What that means is that I went through a process of proving my identity by sending them a bunch of documents, and it proved that I really am Phil Burnell, the owner of DSP Gaming, and I got the channel verified with a check mark. That means that I am the official DSP Gaming on YouTube, and no one else can officially claim that moniker. Yes, they can make a channel that says DSP Gaming, but it will never have the check mark. I'm the official one. So at least in my case, when I post up anywhere or I do something, if you don't see the check mark, you know it's a troll. But in the case of everybody else, very few people have that verification on YouTube. So right now, there could be people coming in impersonating people. I have no idea if it's the original person, the impersonator, or the impersonating impersonator. There's stream chatters that have this issue where people just constantly come in and impersonate them, and it's fucked up because you don't know who's who. It's really messed up. So, that's pretty dumb, huh? And I don't understand how YouTube thinks this is valid, and they still haven't fixed that in the year that I've been here, you know? That's just one example of some of the really big shortcomings of YouTube streaming as a business, that they don't have the basic functionalities like Twitch does, right? I was streaming for a whole month before YouTube rolled out subscriber-only mode in the chat. So allow me to explain what that means. Until we turned on subscriber-only mode, anyone could come to the chat and say whatever they wanted with any kind of an account with no actual restrictions whatsoever. Okay? This was chaotic. We had people coming in with a troll account, insulting me, insulting viewers, ban them. Coming 2 minutes later with a new troll account, ban them. A new troll account, ban them. A new troll account. And this would go on for the entirety of a stream. We'd go through 60 accounts, and they'd still come back. How is that valid streaming, and how is that anything that anyone would want to deal with a business, right? The answer is, of course, it's not. It's terrible. It's completely unprofessional. It's like a joke, right? When they finally turned on sub-only mode, hallelujah, now I have some control over the stream. I set it up so that basically people cannot talk in the chat unless they're previously subscribed to my channel for a set amount of time. Now, let me explain. Subscribing and memberships are different. Subscribing is literally, oh, I want to follow Phil. I want notifications when he goes live and when he makes content. Subscribe. Memberships is the paid, ongoing, renewing service where you get all the features like the emotes and the chat crown badge and the highlighted name and ignoring slow mode, etc., etc. Okay? So, thank God they gave me sub-only mode. I don't know what would have happened in the last year. If I didn't get sub-only mode, this literally could have been a nightmare. It could have been the end of my business. No exaggeration. Like, who wants to come to a stream where it's constant fucking nonsense, right? It's constant trolling. It's constant idiots. And there's no way to actually do anything to make that better. right? No one wants to deal with that shit. It's terrible.